So today I'm going to talk about something interesting. I want to talk about bad copy, confusing messages, just ignoring common sense, writing some silly stuff that could have been easily avoided. I'm just going to address those things that oftentimes we enter in our copy and it ends up resulting in bad reputation for us, and most importantly, we end up losing sales. And a lot of people don't recognize that, and that's why I thought this would be interesting to talk about. And I see this on the internet all the time. I've seen like horrible mistakes, or like very silly mistakes on like sales copies, which I was like, if somebody would have read this, they would have easily caught that, and that affects their sales. Or if somebody would, or like I've seen like Facebook ads where like the ad actually contradicts what they're trying to say. It just blows my mind. And so that's why I thought I should really talk about it, because everybody talks about what to enter in the copy, how to write messages, but nobody talks about the mistakes that you should really, like obvious mistakes that you can actually avoid and super easy to avoid, and that can save you or gain you a lot of business. So, I had someone actually approach me some time back saying, they have this ad running on Fiverr and wasn't converting for them. And I looked at that and I could instantly tell what was going on. So, Fiverr often gives you these categories, like you can offer 2 or 3 services. So I can offer a standard package, and I can have a second upgrade and a third upgrade, so if people can choose different services. And oftentimes we have the same on our website, right? We have like a premium service, a regular service, whatever. So we have different categories. Our stores have different plans, different programs. People can subscribe to different membership. Now I understand that we have this urgency, or that this need to make our premium program sound better than our standard program, but you shouldn't like look down on your standard program to make your high-end or premium program look good, because if you do that, you instantly lose trust and credibility. So if I were to go out and say my standard program is not very good, but my next upgrade will help you, and my the final or the premium plan is really, really good, that actually doesn't help, because what happens is people always look at your standard program that's the first thing they want to see, and they want to find out what they're going to get out of that. And if I go and say this program is not good here, then it doesn't matter what comes after that. I'm thinking nothing else is good from here. So here's an example. This person who was having trouble, they talk about like, I'm going to help you promote your Instagram. My standard program, just so you know, is 50% slower than my basic program is 50% slower than my standard program. Now they're using the word slower. My basic program is 50% slower. When I hear that my basic program is 50% slower, I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. How fast is your standard? Because now I don't have a comparison. It would be one thing if you say my basic program is fast and my standard is faster than this, then I get it that, okay, this is fast, but all you're saying is this is slower. Now I'm thinking this is slower doesn't mean the next one is fast. All you're saying is this is slower than my next program. So I'm all focusing on the word slower. And now you see that instead of thinking the next one is faster, I'm thinking the next one is a little less slower than this. Or you're like, it just throws you. So don't use words that actually make you look down. Don't kill your basic package to sell your premium package. It should be something like, oh, my basic program is excellent, but my standard program is super, super good, and my premium program is amazing. Now that's good, because I'm already seeing that even your basic program is really good. And now here is a perfect example of what it should look like. So there is someone who just made very simple. They have like 3 posts, and the first one says, I'll promote your post to get small results. And then the upgrade is to promote you and get you medium results, and the final one is to get you mega results. Now here's something. I'm still not a very big fan of getting small results. Now I understand you want to push people towards mega results, but the minute I hear small results, I feel like I don't want to be dealing with people who deal in small results. So I would just say like, I will promote your gig and get you results. And I would just stop on results. I would not say small results. And then I would go to the next one and I would try to make it medium. But here's the thing, when you go with small results or medium results or mega results, it's not very specific. So I don't know what you're offering to me. And that's another thing. Try to make your offers as specific as you can, because I don't know what small results mean. Small results to you might mean, let's say I want someone to promote my Instagram account, right? A small result to you might mean 1 subscriber a day, or 1 new fan a day, versus to someone else might mean 100, to someone else might mean 1,000 a day. So really, what are you talking about? Give me more specific, because if it's specific, I can do something about it. Now, this is not necessarily the end of it, because like I said, compared to the first one, this still tells you that my first one is a smaller, then it's medium, and that's better results. So at least they're going still more in the positive range, but I still feel like anytime you use the word like small, that to me is still a negative word, and I would never use that. And I would try to make my copy as specific as I can, because that really helps. Here's the next example. And this guy's basically again also promoting an Instagram, and he's talking about like my first one is a 14-day, it's a high-speed service, and it puts a icon of the rocket next to it. That's great. It's 14 days high-speed program. That's my basic package. The next one is, again, Instagram program for 28 days. It's also high speed. So the first one is 14 days. The second one is exactly the same package, but instead of 14 days, he does it for 28 days. And then he has a final package, which is basically Formula One speed. So now he's really giving you something that's super good, right? So he's talking about high speed. Even the basic package is high speed. You don't have to like get super speed. It's high speed. He's showing rocket next to you. That's motivating. Now I feel like, oh, that's cool. It's a high speed package. Next one is just how many days you want. You want me to do this for 14 days or 28 days? So that's just the duration. That's fine too. That's a good distinction. And then the final one, he goes like, do you even want faster results? I can give you Formula One speed. Now, here's the thing, common sense wise, of course, the rocket and Formula One, should be the opposite. The first one should be Formula One because rocket goes faster. But actually in marketing, this you can get away because a lot of the times, we actually still think Formula One in terms of speed. We don't think rocket in terms of speed. So I think we think of rocket in terms of, takeoff, in terms of like technology, innovation. We don't necessarily think of rocket in terms of speed. We always usually think of Formula One. So actually that's okay, but this is just semantics and it doesn't matter, but that distinction is still really good. So if you go for distinction, a distinction like that is pretty good. And this is my next one. I love this. This is really funny. This one is someone who sent it to me, and they were trying to figure out like, why their standard or premium packages were not selling more than the basic. Well, here's the thing, do the math. So this person, he's selling the basic program. So he's saying basically, I'm gonna optimize one post or one video for you for $5. And if you buy And if you buy 5 from me, then it's gonna be $40. So basically, if I buy 1 from you, I'm gonna pay you $5. But if I were to buy more, the price goes up. That just makes no sense. That's not how economics work. Now I understand you might be thinking, oh, I have to work more, so I have to charge more, but that's not how it works. Why would I pay you $8 when I can just place 8 orders of $5? That just makes no sense. No wonder nobody's buying your standard package. So if you feel the $8 is the minimum you want, then you start with that and you say my basic package is $8, you can order multiple. Now if you feel like you want to order $5 just for trial, then you can say, hey, if you want to try my service, I'm going to give you a discount. You can place just 1 order for $5, and then after that, if you like it, everything goes to $8. Now that also makes sense. But if you were to say my basic package starts at 5, and if you give me more order, I'm gonna charge you more money, that just doesn't work. And no wonder it's not working. And then he has another premium, which is also $8. If you go and order 10 items for him to work on, then it becomes $80. So that's not a good thing. And these little things really is why you kill your business. This is how you kill your business. So you should know that if you want $8 from the beginning, just create one product and say order multiple times. Or if you want to give them a trial offer, a test offer, make it easy for them to try, then say you can only have 1 order at this price. So now I understand that your rate is $8. I don't want to feel like, oh, if I were to give you more business, that means I'm going to lose more money. That's never going to motivate me to buy your higher end program. So that's something I wanted to address. And then here is this ad, and I really feel bad about this, but I just have to talk about that. So your copy says, don't pay for design by the hour, pay by the month, okay? Now, as a user, when I hear don't pay for the design by the hour, pay by the month, I'm thinking, don't pay little money, pay more money. Because you're starting by saying, you pay for design by the hour. So let's say if my design is 4 hours, I'm gonna pay, and $5 I'm paying, I'm $20. Now instead of paying $20 for 4 hours, I need to pay you for the whole month. You have to understand how the language comes across to the end user, not how it means to you. If I were to say don't pay design, don't pay by the hour, pay by the month, I would say because it's cheaper, because it saves you money. I would make it clear, you never want to assume that your audience is going to do all the math. They're not going to do this. Every time I look at this ad, I always laugh because I always say, why would I pay you more when I can pay less? Why would I pay you for the whole month when my ad is only going to take me 3 hours? So that distinction is not clear. Now, I'm sure this must be working for them or not. I have no idea because I keep seeing this all the time. So I'm guessing it's working for them or they're losing a lot of money. But and my thing is, like, even if it's working, this is not a good example. Any content you write should be common sense. It should be really for like a 5th grader or a 6th grader that should look at it and should instantly make sense what you're talking about. It shouldn't be like, okay, I need to pull my algebra book out and now do the calculations to figure out what this person is trying to say. Not a good thing. I've seen Facebook ads. This is one of my favorite Facebook ads. The guy goes and says, Facebook ads don't work. Don't waste your time. And it's like, and then you're running a Facebook ad with the ad saying Facebook ads don't work. And it's like, every time I look at that, I always find it funny. If you're trying to sell a different kind of advertising, then say Facebook ad works, but I have a source which is much better and gets you much, faster results or cheaper results or much higher conversion. Try this. So you're not saying that the thing I'm doing, it doesn't work because you're using it. If it doesn't work, why are you using it? It's just things like that. When you do that, then people, instead of getting engaged in your copy, instead of getting engaged in your message, they actually get lost in these mistakes. They actually get lost in these poor messages. And that's where you lose a lot of customers, a lot of potential sales. So I hope I didn't insult anyone. That was not my intention. I hope it didn't come across me being a jackass. I was just trying to put these things out because I see this all the time. So many clients come to me, and when I look at their copy or when I look at their messages, it's obvious to me that they just shot themselves in their own foot. So when you write a copy, when you write an email to your customer, always reread it. Just make sure to look for the most obvious thing. Ask yourself, is it easy for you to understand? Is there any contradiction in there? Is there something that's glaringly obvious that it shouldn't be there? Is there like a math problem? Like, are they getting a better deal if they were to give you more money, or are they feeling screwed if they were to give you more business? And those little things, if you just pay attention to them, will automatically get you more results, will get you more conversion. So I hope you take this in the right spirit, and I hope you will avoid these mistakes and make some money.